Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you're new, I'm Nix with Chromates Apothecary, and today I'm going to be bringing you a tarot pick card reading where we're going to be looking into your spirit guides and what messages they have for you. So in a moment, I'm going to share with you 3 different groups that you can choose from, but I just wanted to take a moment to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe for more tarot pick card readings in the future. And now let's head on into the decks that you can choose from. Alright everyone, so here are the 3 different groups that you can choose from. On the far left side with the True Black Tarot deck along with this piece of Skull Sight, this is going to be for group number 1. In the center with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck and this piece of pink agate crystal, this is going to be group number 2. And then on the right side with the Wild Unknown Tarot deck and this Honey Calcite Crystal, this is going to be for group number 3. So take all the time that you need in order to make your decision, and when you're ready, head on down into the description box below and then click on the timestamp that corresponds with whichever group you chose. And I will see you guys in your reading. Hello group number 1. So if you chose the True Black Tarot deck along with the Skull Sight Crystal, then this is going to be your reading for what it is that your spirit guides want to share with you. Talking about Skull Sight, I wanted to say that it can really help you when you've been going through a lot of hard times, and it can really help you enhance your dream state. So you may be having more prophetic dreams than you are used to, or you may be remembering your dreams a lot more than you typically do. So that would be a good place to start. If you have a lot of dreams, maybe your spirit guides are trying to tell you messages through your dreams, and they're trying to get you to listen. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to pull a few cards from this deck. The first we have coming out is the King of Pentacles. Then we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. These two came out at the same time. So we have Judgment, and right next to it, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position. Okay, so the feeling that I'm getting from these cards is that, starting with the King of Pentacles upright, is that I believe that I'm getting this feeling like you are definitely on the right path. The king knows what he's about. He is able to provide this intense sense of leadership, having abundance for himself, as well as being able to delegate things to other people as well. He's very business savvy, and has basically his head on his shoulders screwed on tight. So thinking very practically. It is governed by earth signs, and all earth signs are very good with money, very good at acquiring money, and good at holding on to money as well. So I'm getting this feeling like you are someone who you either possess these leadership qualities, or it's something that you're ignoring, and your spirit guides really want to let you know that you can become this King of Pentacles. You really can control your ability to lead others, and it is not for everyone. And then there are people who are also thrust into leadership positions that they don't believe that they have the right skills, but in time, they're able to grow those skills. So if you aren't already at this point where you are already maybe running your own business, or you are just really good at your job, and so you have a high level within your company and everything, if you're not already there, you definitely have this untapped potential that can bring you toward that outcome. Definitely is the feeling that I'm getting, and your spirit guides want to let you know that you do have the ability to rule. And this also could be about I mentioned earlier, like having your own business. This could be kind of trying to point you in the direction of starting your own business. So if that's something that you have thought about for some time, really dig deep and give yourself that chance to push forward with those ideas, because I'm getting this feeling that you really would be able to have the makings of someone who could accomplish something great. However, I am seeing in the Ten of Swords in the reverse position that I'm getting this feeling that you really hold yourself back on a lot of things, and it's because you went through some sort of ending that you're kind of trying to build yourself back up over. So it could be that maybe you tried in the past, and like for some people on the more extreme side, maybe you went bankrupt and you're scared of going back there because you don't want to relive that situation. That could be a message for someone that's coming through really strongly, is that someone who's afraid of getting back up on that horse of being this like business leader. But I do believe that we learn from our mistakes, and that is something that you can just truly take lessons from and push forward into the future and really be able to gain some clarity. I'm definitely seeing though that in the Ten of Swords that this is about like recovery and regenerating. So it could be that you're needing to regenerate your funds. It could be that you're needing to regenerate like your mental stability in order to reach this point. And it could be that you're healing from past wounds. If this is that you've never been in a situation before, it could be that you're really holding yourself back and you're really sitting there worrying a lot about whether or not you could possess these qualities. But your spirit guides are here to let you know that they are guiding you through this recovery process and that they do want to see you succeed. And I'm seeing here in Judgment, literally right next to that card, is that it is there to let you know that whatever you are trying to go for, you are going to get that clear, like real, like absolute truth of the matter. So my thoughts are with this is that you being able to guide yourself toward this path of, say, like being a leader or opening up your own business or something, is that it's going to eventually inevitably become something that is crucially powerful to you. And Judgment is also a lot about rebirth. So again, if you have met with this loss in the past, I'm seeing this rebirth process where you're able to really take it in your hands and mold it into something beautiful and something perfect that works for you. And also, Judgment's really about like your inner calling. So your spirit guides really want to let you know that there is something that you are holding back on, or you're in like the process of working toward it, and they're here to really reassure you that you do have this and you are able to accomplish any goal that you see fit. However, in the Knight of Pentacles next to Judgment, in the reverse position, this is very much about the possibility of you being delayed or like feeling stuck, like you don't know how to reach the next step. So for someone who really doesn't like believe in their ability to be a leader, I would say it might be a good time for you to either look onto online classes, if you've ever thought about possibly going to school, to take a few classes. You don't even have to go for like a full term or anything. It could just be a class or two. You could find something online like master classes or something where you're able to kind of grow and develop these skills. Or being in a position where you have to be a leader, that could be something that could help you as well. I'm also seeing that it may be that you are a bit of a perfectionist, and so it's making it really hard for you to push forward because you want to make sure you're taking the right steps. You want to really lay this out properly, just like how the King of Pentacles would. You want to have a plan, and you want to work yourself through this plan step by step, and you don't want to make any mistakes. I'm getting this feeling like you're afraid of making another mistake, or like making a mistake, because it could be something that you're putting like kind of like your all or nothing energy into. So I'm seeing in the Knight of Pentacles that you may be being too much of a perfectionist. Like you need to release that a little bit in order to make some sort of progress on it. You definitely need to go with your gut though, and go with what you believe is right, because I think that inside, whatever it is that you are listening to or whatever's guiding you is going to protect you, but it's also letting you do it in your time. We're not trying to rush you. They're not trying to like push you into something that isn't right for you or that you're not ready for. So if this is something that's been on your mind for some time and you just keep pausing and waiting, it may be because you have another lesson that you instinctively know that you need to learn before you can make any real progress. Now we're going to go into some further messages. So we're going to get a few more messages for you. Ooh, this one wanted to come out. We have the Ace of Wands coming out, just sort of jumping right out. As well as the Moon. Yeah, so I'm seeing that you have either a new idea or you have an opportunity where you're able to show off these skills and able to really develop yourself further into that leadership position. It may be something that hasn't come out just yet. Wow. Or it's something that's about to be presented to you, or it's a new idea that's formulating in your mind currently, and you're just sort of really doubting yourselves. And again, with the Moon, it may be possible that this message is for most people that they haven't gone on this journey before, because the Moon is really about kind of like the fear of the unknown. So the potential of illusions and really not knowing where you stand, having that fear that is holding you back from truly being able to tap into yourself. The Moon can also deal with the subconscious too. So again, linked with the Skull Sight and the possibility of really hearing from your spiritual guides through dreams. So I really do think that they're trying to communicate something intensely heavy to you when it comes to dreams. And again, we're seeing the Ten of Swords in the reverse position too. So the other thing that I'm feeling, along with the whole like the Moon and the dreams and everything, you may be experiencing a lot of nightmares recently. And it could be nightmares that are really feeding into this fear that you're not able to succeed somewhere. But I really do believe that they're just not even a warning sign, but they're there to let you know that your subconscious is trying to deal with this, and it's coming out negatively. So it's coming out in a way that makes you more afraid than you truly need to be. I think the moment that you're able to wield this wand and really truly benefit yourself from it is when you're going to be able to unlock this ability and really be able to harness all this energy and move forward. So we're going to pull a couple more cards just for fun. Let's see what other messages we can get. Your spirit guides basically are telling you that you've got this and that you are definitely destined to be a leader of some sort. So we've got Pisces coming out. It says imaginative, empathetic, and adaptable on here. It could possibly be that you are a Pisces sun, moon, or rising. Also, Pisces are very dreamy. They kind of live in their own little world, and they kind of are able to be the master of that reality because they are so like dreamy and adaptable kind of thing and imaginative. So again, dealing with dreams, I think that you need to take a better look at your dreams. Maybe start like a dream journal So when you wake up, I'm this type of person where I do not remember my dreams whatsoever. So when I do have dreams, I have to pay really close attention to them because not only do they slip through my fingers really easily, but then also I notice a lot of my fears coming through dreams and nightmares, and I'm able to kind of work on those issues in the conscious realm. So I'd say if you're somebody who can't remember your dreams, but they're starting to be more relevant, they're starting to be more vivid, take the time to really like open up your phone like notes app and just start like clicking away at your dreams. If you know anything about like what it is that your dreams mean or you're interested in that sort of thing, Google is your friend. Definitely Google symbolism and see if it ties to anything that we've spoken about today. What else do we have? We have Heart's Ease, which says learn by fully feeling. So yeah, I believe that you're kind of holding yourself back in certain aspects and that you need to really put yourself through something, invested not only in with your time or money, but also you need to put your feeling into it. Because if you plug away at something without being emotionally attached or having just that depth linked with it, you're not really going to see any sort of growth. Because say you're trying to sell something to someone, but like it's just like you didn't really put any like love or care into that like item, no one is going to want to buy it because they can kind of sense that your heart is not in it. But if you really put yourself into it, you can truly sell anything. I'd also say the like learn by fully feeling, I really think it's like, again, like dealing with your dreams, really feeling what's going on in your dreams and learning from those and recognizing the power that you do have as well. Let's do one more. Lastly, we have, it says watermelon tourmaline. It says heart healing on it. So it's possible that you are having a lot of these anxieties and like going through a regeneration phase because you do have a lot of fears regarding this. I think that you need to give yourself breathing room too. Again, your spirit guides really want you to know that this is not a race. It's not who can get there the fastest or who can do it the best. It's very much about your own journey and your own pacing. So don't rush yourself when it comes to making decisions or wanting to be a leader. Really give yourself that time to grow into it. Because if you say you try to like drop yourself into that role, into something that's really heavy, and because you don't have that skill set, you can really burn yourself out and you can really make it a harsh environment for you to grow in, and we don't want that for you. We want to make sure that you're going at your own pace. I'm definitely getting this like message that you need to go slow and take your time and develop slowly. I'm also going to pull some self-care cards for you guys because I think that I'm getting this feeling too, like you guys really push yourselves, again, that perfectionism, you push yourselves to almost like a breaking point to where you can't allow yourself to learn from situations because you're dealing with those heavier upfront things. So let's see here. What's some self-care that group 1 can administer in order to tap into their spirit guides or tap into their inner selves? Oh my gosh. So we pulled rest as the very first card. So literally your spirit guides want you to go to bed. They know that you need to rest. And they know that messages can and will come to you if you are sleeping. What else can we do? I was wondering if that card would come up. What else? What other messages can we get for group number 1? We also have, wow, we also have a dream journal. So yeah, you really do need to tap into your dreams. This is wild. You really do need to tap into your dreams and really give yourself the time to process them. If you don't know how to look at dream symbolism, maybe find other people around you who also have an interest in dreams and sort of ask for their opinion as well. But you can really Google anything though, so you're able to self-educate on this. But it could be that you feel very scattered and that it's hard for you to lock in those puzzle pieces. It's like this message that I'm getting is like there's this whole puzzle and you're missing a few components. And I think that you can unlock that if you do rest properly. I'm also going to pull one of these messages for you. Oh my gosh, I just dropped a bunch. Let's try that. What further messages do we have for group number 1? I want this one. I want this too, apparently. This one says you are always just one decision away from a magically different life. So again, like there's a decision to be made. There's some puzzle piece that needs to fall into place in order to change your destiny. And then this one says courage is the key to the gateway of life. Expansion and freedom are on the other side. So yeah, you need to really believe in yourself and know that your spirit guides are here to help you on this course. That judgment's going to come through for you and it's really going to give you that absolution and that truth and that rebirth that you are looking for. So if you liked this reading or it resonated with you, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Tarot Pick a Card readings in the future. And also for fun, if you wanted to leave a little like sleepy Z emoji down in the comments below, then you can let myself and others know that you did get this far in your reading. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Hello, group number 2, and here's your reading for what it is that your spirit guides want to share with you. So if you chose the Rider-Waite Tarot deck along with this pink agate crystal, then this is going to be your reading. To talk about the pink agate a little bit, this is really a crystal that can help with overcoming a lot of like anger and bitterness, and it can also help in promoting like love within a parent and child relationship. So it could be that maybe that you are dealing with a lot of anger, a lot of like hostile situations currently, and it could be here to help with that. Could be that your spirit guides want to help you through that situation. So let's go ahead and get started in your reading. We have the Lovers coming up in the upright position, and then we have the 3 of Cups in the reverse position. Sorry, that's the 3 of Pentacles. I saw the cup here. What else do we have? We have the 4 of Wands in the upright position. And then the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So I kind of get the feeling like you are on the right path and you really are trying to form a really intense bond with your partner, as well as create a harmonious like foundation, such as like your home life and family life in general. So in the Lovers here, this could be very, very literal in the sense of it could be about you and another person that you may have this romantic interest in. It could be you guys and trying to work through a situation that you are currently experiencing. It doesn't have to be so literal in the sense of like a romantic partner. This could also be very much dealing with you yourself. So say you are someone who either is currently single or you are not somebody who wants to be in a relationship at all. This could be you sort of maybe like fighting with yourself a little bit and really feeling a little bit misaligned with yourself is the feeling that I'm getting. I'm getting this message that you really are working on it, though. It's not something that you're ignoring completely. It's not like you're recognizing that there's an issue and you're just brushing it off. I do see you taking active steps towards fixing whatever this problem is. And I do see a positive outcome in this. I think your spirit guides are just sort of trying to warn you about the potential of being misaligned. So what I'm seeing here next to the Lovers in the Three of Pentacles reversed is that this is about working alone, or there being a like misalignment, or something is going on that's causing a rift. So it could be that maybe you are the person who is trying to put in the work and you're trying to make things actually progress and work, but it's not happening on the other side of the coin. So your partner may be not reaching out to you in the same way, the same energy that you are. And again, it doesn't need to be a partnership with another person in that sense. Just like how the pink agate was talking about, it could be a parent-child relationship too. It could literally be like a misunderstanding happening where, like, say there's something that happened between you and one of your parents, and it's just like you have a lot of love for them, but they're not seeing your point of view, even though you're really trying to make things work, and it's hurting you because you aren't able to express yourself and be heard by them. And again, if it doesn't have to do with other people at all and it says about you, it could be, again, it says working alone. I'm thinking that this could be that you're of two minds where you may have a split decision where you're like, this path I believe is right for me. And then another half of you is going, no, I think this path is what's right for us. And so you're having a hard time marrying these two ideas together and being able to honor both of them at the same time. It could also be with like the disharmony. It could be, I'm going to eat my words a little bit, but it could be that maybe you aren't seeing it like there's an issue and you are kind of blocked off from it. And because it's surrounded by two positive cards, it could be that you're living in this sense of like you're trying to be really, really positive, but like something's crumbling inside. And because you aren't taking a closer look at it, it could be causing more of a rift. So whatever situation makes the most sense to you, those are just the different messages that I'm getting from this reading currently. However, in the the Six of Wands, I think I was saying Four of Wands earlier. In the six, I can't read Roman numerals today, apparently. In the Six of Wands, what I'm seeing is that, again, it is still a very like positive card. However, in the Four of Wands, where that's more about the like celebration and like family, the Six of Wands is more about an outward success. So it's more about the public recognizing. So instead of it being focused down on you focusing on like family and really like that foundation, instead it's you're trying to show the progress you've made and you're trying to go out there with self-confidence and have other people see what it is that you've done for yourself. So again, it's surrounding two very positive cards. It's just that it's a little bit different, so I wanted to clarify that yes, this is the Six of Wands, not the Four. But I'm still getting this feeling like you are trying. I really see for most of you that you are really trying. Like you have this positive movement, but I think that there are certain things that are kind of holding you back. And I don't know why. It kind of feels like you're trying to take a step forward, but then something happens that puts you 2 steps back. So it's like you're really trying your hardest, but then it's like pulling teeth. Like someone around you, or maybe you're self-sabotaging, is really taking away from your journey and really taking away from you being able to make that progress. And so I think your spirit guides are here to kind of try to lend you support and let you know that you, if you're able to, you do not need to allow yourself to be surrounded by this person. You're allowed to get opinions from other people. You're allowed to take yourself away from that person if they are not helping you. Because if you're surrounded by that, like say it's somebody that you're connected to by blood, such as like a parent, they are not entitled to your time. Even if you like live with them, they do not control you because you have your own life. You do not need to allow their dark cloud to hover over you and bring you down, especially if you know what's good for you and you know how to celebrate yourself and really succeed, and they keep like just pecking at you. They keep trying to like knock you down. It's like that's the feeling that I'm getting for some of you. I would hope if this is about a partnership that you're not in that situation and they're not doing that to you, because if they are, you need to leave. That is not appropriate behavior for someone who is considered your lover. And it could be that it's something that maybe they don't notice that they do this thing, that they keep kind of negging you and keep really picking at the things that you believe in. But I think you need to voice your opinion if that is something that they don't seem to notice or something. I think you need to let them know how it affects you and how it's making you feel, and how it's making you take different steps than you normally would because you feel like you're not being supported by them. And then lastly, here in the 9, this is a 9. This is 9 of Pentacles in the reverse position. This is, again, dealing with kind of like, it's more self-motivated in the sense of like, this is kind of like your hustling card. So this is very much like you are trying to spend a lot of time at work, or you're trying to distract yourself with other things because of the situation that's going on. And it can also come out when dealing with things such as like self-worth too. So this could be a very positive card in the sense of like, you know your self-worth and you know that you should not be dealing with these negative situations, and your spirit guides are coming out to let you know that you do need to believe in your self-worth and that you are worthy of whatever it is that you want to accomplish, and that they are here to help you in that sense. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a few more cards. Can we get some more messages for group number 2, please? More messages. Drop a stack, so not all of those. We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse position. The High Priestess reversed. The 4 of Pentacles just flew out. So, starting off in the 10 of Wands reverse, what I'm seeing here is that I believe that you are the person who's really trying to like do it all. This kind of gives me this feeling from the 9 of Pentacles, that kind of like hustling, that overworking. It's like doing everything. And also what I was talking about earlier, how it feels like you're the person that's putting in the effort to try to make something work, and you're really carrying this like intense burden, but you're not able to like let it out. I think that really the messages that I'm getting from your spirit guide is that you need to put up proper boundaries. I think this is a situation where like you may not have had the courage to put up boundaries before in the past, or maybe you felt like, oh, I'm not going to because like they mean so much to me, like They're not going to hurt me kind of thing. So I don't need to do this. But because that they've hurt you, I'm feeling like multiple times now. Now it's hard for you to find your voice and really speak up because you don't want to obviously step on their toes. You don't want to cause a rift because you kind of feel like there's already a rift that's happened, and it's making it really hard for you to stand up for yourself. But I'm getting this feeling like you really have to release all of this pent up frustration. Obviously, don't do it in a negative way. Don't do it in a way where you're trying to hurt anybody's feelings. But I do believe that you need to get out what it is that you've been holding for some time in order to make progress, because otherwise you're just going to keep at this stagnant level and you're going to have all of this resentment build up over whatever it is, whatever situation this is. I'm getting the feeling like this is mostly for people who are dealing with other people. If this is about yourself, you need to recognize that you are working way too hard and you need to slow it down a little bit and try to tap into resources coming from other people. So try to have somebody to lean on, because I'm getting this feeling that you're really doing so much and it's just pulling away from your energy. And we have the High Priestess in reversed here. So this is about not listening to yourself. You can't tap into your subconscious. You really can't listen to your gut instinct because you're kind of closed off from it. This can also be dealing with some sort of secret that's going on. So again, you're keeping a secret from someone in your life, and that secret is how much they've hurt you and you can't let it out. So I'm thinking that you really do need to try to figure out the best way to have a very serious conversation. And then next to that, we have the Four of Pentacles. And with that card, I am seeing that this is about having control and having a, not only is it a control such as having your funds in order, but it's also about having your just overall mentality, emotional control and everything too. And it's it was really hard for me to get those words out right now. So I feel like this is a very emotional subject. Maybe this is tied with money somehow. Maybe there's something going on where either you owe somebody a lot of money or they owe you a lot of money, or they have control over your funds for some reason or something like that. So I'm getting this feeling that's causing see all these ties here. I think that's really causing you to be tied down to this person, and it's making it really hard to move onward because of that. This can also be about just feeling secure too. So you may be not feeling as secure when you should be with whatever situation is going on with this person or within your own mind. But your spirit guides are here to let you know that you do have control and that you also are secure. So they're here to really help you be able to tap back into yourself and know what's right for you and to take control of your life again in order to move forward. All right, and we're going to head into a few more messages just to see if we can get anything else for you guys. What other messages do we have for group number 2? We have Fireweed that says, ignite new possibilities and adventures. Anything else? We also have Pisces. So if you had a inkling toward group number 1, I'd say maybe go ahead and give that reading a shot as well, because Pisces also came out for group number 1. But in Pisces, it says imagination, empathetic, and adaptable. So it's possible that either you are a Pisces or maybe you have Pisces in your chart. The other possibility that I am seeing is that this could really be related to your dreams, because Pisces very much are dreamy people. They kind of are masters of their own reality, in the sense that they can basically think up anything and it will come true for them. So Pisces are definitely one to also take lessons from too, because they are very adaptable and they are able to have that empathy for other people. So if you are struggling to see eye to eye with someone, you can kind of tap into that power from the sign and really be able to draw on that empathy in order to hopefully help yourself through this situation. But going back to this fireweed here, the igniting new possibilities and adventures, I believe that you have kind of this like spontaneous side of you. Maybe you're the first person to just like get a group of friends together, or you're somebody who really loves to like be the center of the attention, like life of the party kind of person. And I'm really thinking that this situation has like stifled you a little bit, and your spirit guides are coming here to let you know that there are more possibilities, there are more adventures for you, and that you're just kind of going through this rough patch right now. It could also be sort of a call to action. So maybe you need to shake things up in your life. So maybe you've been following this very strict routine and you haven't allowed yourself to go and see your friends or be able to go on any adventures. And if it's safe for you to do so, like, why not? Like, why haven't you gone out and seen your friends, or why haven't you gone and traveled? If that's something that you like to do, as long as you're doing it safely, then it's something that maybe you can really benefit from it. I'm also getting this feeling like some of you need to spend more time in nature because you feel sort of disconnected from it. So I'm getting this feeling like really like go outside and experience nature in its fullest. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to pull one more. What else can we have for group number 2? So this last one is also Taurus. So again, you could either be be a Taurus sun sign, or your moon or your rising sign as well. But with Taurus here, it says that they are patient, caring, and calm. So really, if you are in need of having a conversation with someone, embodying the like Taurus sign and being very patient, being very caring and calm with whoever it is that you're dealing with may be something that you need to call upon in order to have this conversation, in order to really work through whatever issues that you are currently experiencing as well. So we're going to pull some self-care cards too for you, because I feel like we all kind of need it. I feel like you guys definitely need a little bit of help with this. So, what message do we have for group 2? Here we have sing coming out. So if you are someone who loves to have your like stress be melted away by song, I'd say allow yourself some time to do some solo karaoke for sure. Definitely use those car rides to jam out and just to sing at the top of your lungs, because I feel like you have a lot of excess energy that you need to release. And also we have a burning bowl ritual. So this, I love doing burning bowl rituals. It's been kind of a long time for me, but in this here, this figure has a piece of paper that says to let go, and then they're going to cast it into the flames. So this is all about you really meditating on the things that are troubling you and things that you don't want in your life anymore, and you write them all down. You acknowledge that they were part of your life, and then you release them to the flames, because the energy from that fire will burn away all of the restraints that whatever you wrote down has on your life, and you can release it. And hopefully that can make you like feel better, and also it helps you with like processing it, in the sense of like it's kind of like mini journaling, where you're sitting there writing down your feelings, your emotions and everything, and what it is that you want to release from your life again. So that might be really helpful for you. And I'm going to pull one more of these as well. We have coming out You live in the quantum field of all possibilities. Now act like it. So again, it's really, your spirit guides are really here to let you know that you are the master of your own reality and you can pull yourself from the situation. So I'm getting this feeling from some of you that you feel almost like helpless, like you can't do this, like it's been too long that I've never put my foot down. But I really feel like your spirit guides are trying to call on you and be like, you need to have this conversation. Again, obviously don't blow up. Learn from Taurus and Pisces here and try to approach it in a way where you're understanding where that person is coming from, but also put very clear boundaries and what it is that you need in order to push past whatever the situation is, in order to be able to listen to yourself again and to be able to have your self-worth. I also believe that for some of you, if you're not dealing with a person, I think that this is those two sides of you, and you need to cast away the side that is saying that you can't do it and is trying to hold you back from truly experiencing your life. So if you liked this reading or it resonates with you, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Tarot Pick a Card readings in the future. And also, if you'd like to do it, go ahead and head to the comment box below and put a fire emoji down there to let myself and others know that you did reach this far in your reading. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Hello, group number 3, and here's your reading for what it is that your spirit guides want to share with you. So if you chose the Wild Unknown Tarot deck along with this Honey Calcite, then this is going to be the reading for you. And along with this Honey Calcite, this is definitely here to help you to provide a very deep sense of like safety and self-worth. It's also a crystal that's very beneficial for those who needs to really restore their confidence, especially from somebody who has dealt with some sort of traumatic event or abuse. So it is very possible that your guides are here to let you know that they are trying to help you through whatever situation that it is that you have gone through. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into the reading. What messages do we have from the spirit guides for group number 3? There's a lot that are twisting around right now in my hand, so it's feeling very hard to get this clear message. The first one we have coming out is the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Pentacles is in the first position. And the Empress reversed. Okay, I'm getting a pretty clear message. So starting out with the Ace of Cups here, this is a very like beautiful, like full cup. It's overflowing. It's very much like you have the ability to have this new idea and be able to jump on it and really be able to benefit from it. This is about new love, new relationships, and also having just this like wealth of creativity come into your life. So I really see this as a very beautiful message that I believe is coming after a very long stint of negativity and also distress on your end. And why I say that, not only because of the Honey Calcite being here to help protect you, but also with the Five of Cups directly next to your Ace of Cups. This is about feeling dejected. It's about suffering some sort of sorrow from past events, and also dealing with this heavy, like really deep disappointment. It can also be like you regretting something from your past, or also suffering some sort of failure. So this is very much you can see how upset the horse looks in this image here, is that this is very much a telling sign of you needing to pick yourself back up and really allow yourself to forgive yourself for what happened in the past in order to successfully drink from this Ace of Cups. And beyond that, we also have the Five of Pentacles in reversed next to the Five of Cups. And with this card here, this is about recovering from some sort of either financial or spiritual situation. So perhaps you maybe you lost a job, or maybe you lost your faith, or something happened that really tore you away from your usual standing in life, and now you are having to pick yourself back up again, and it's just so hard to really reach that point. It could also be that you may be struggling to really feel connected to people. You could feel like you're really not a part of their world in a sense, and it's making it hard for you to be able to make those proper connections, to be able to have that new love, that new relationship, like the Ace of Cups is showing. So this is a time for you to really go into recovery before you emerge, but your spirit guides are here to really guide you through that. So they're not going to let you go through this alone, and they want to see you succeed. It could also be that you may be focusing very, very heavily also on your finances. So it may be that you're trying to tie your finances to your self-worth instead of you objectively looking at yourself as a well-rounded, emotionally mature human being. You're going, yeah, but I don't make that much money, so I'm obviously a failure, I'm obviously not successful, and you're really holding on to that crux. Now, money is just that. It is something that we obviously need in order to live, but when you pass, you can't bring your money with you, and you aren't going to have an impact on people's lives because of the amount of money that you made for yourself. You're going to be able to impact people's lives based on the amount of creativity you can put out in the world, like your art of some form, or you're going to be able to love deeper and harder than anyone has ever known. And they're going to remember those things about you. They're not going to care about the finances. They're going to want those memories from you. So you need to be able to take a step back and recognize that you as a person are much more of a commodity than you realize, and that those things do not matter in the long run. Obviously, it can buy you nice things, but it's one of those things where you need to recognize that you are worth so much more than your financial standing. I'm getting this feeling like some of you are being judged because of it, and it's really hurting you, and maybe it was a loss, like a job loss or something, and it's making it hard for you to continue to live where you live or continue to do the things that you used to do. And you're starting to feel it from other people, that they're kind of judging you because of this, and they seem like they're not your friends. I'm just going to say that outright, is that you need to know what's good for you and do what's right for you as well. I'm also getting a message that as much as this was a painful thing that happened to you in the Five of Cups, I'm seeing this more as an upswing. Whatever has happened either a very, very long time ago, or it's a more recent pain that you're finally getting over. Not fully, it's definitely still weighing on your mind, but you're getting to that point where you can forgive yourself is what I'm feeling. And also your spirit guides are here to help you in that journey of forgiving yourself. I'm also feeling like, sorry, I keep like vocally having issues. I keep like, it feels like my chest is like really tight and like my throat is trying to close up and everything. So I think that like you should speak about this issue with someone. So if you have the ability to see a therapist or a counselor of some form, or even a trusted friend, I think maybe it would help you to kind of let go and speak on these things. See if they have any helpful advice or opinions as well on the situation. And then lastly, we have the Empress in the reverse position. And I'm seeing this as kind of like where you currently are. And we want you to reach that point where you are obviously like the Empress in the upright position. But right now, I feel like you're having a hard time really being able to tap into your inner potential, and you're having this hard time with specifically like dealing with like a creative block, and also needing to be dependent on other people. So again, this could be filtering back from if you lost a job recently. It could be that you maybe you had to move back in with your family, or maybe you worked out a situation where your roommates are paying more of your like rent while you take care of like cooking and cleaning for the time being because of this. And I think that like obviously we want to all be independent, but do know that the people who are there for you and are saying that they're there for you, hopefully they do truly mean that, and it's not coming out of a place of them wanting to somehow take advantage of the situation that you're in. I don't want to put doubt in your mind because of that, but I also don't want you to be taken advantage of. So definitely look at your situation and try to make sure that you keep yourself protected. I know it's very, very hard because you have other things on your mind and like you have bills to pay and stuff like that, but definitely keep it in mind that you, just because this happened, you still deserve the world, and you don't need to be used because of the situation that you're in. Hopefully you are surrounded by somebody who truthfully wants to help you because they just are a very charitable and caring person, and that they're in a better position right now. So it's fine for them to allow this situation to help you versus harming you. Also, if you aren't someone who's financially struggling and you haven't had to deal with like either moving back in with a parent or relying on other people, this could be a situation where you're feeling so emotionally tapped out that you're having a really hard time being able to, again, be creative. You're having a hard time being able to tap into your usual way of flowing, and it's making it very hard for you to go about your day-to-day. And I would suggest again to try to speak with someone on this, because I'm getting this feeling like I have these trapped emotions and like they're stuck inside and I can't get them out fully. Like my like chest feels like really heavy and like hurting kind of thing, that like I think that, again, if it's not a financial thing, I think that is an emotional thing. Again, cups deal with emotions, and we've got the two of them here. And so they're leading me to believe that there is a situation where you want to be more in control of your emotions, but right now it's just not coming to you. And that's why you have to depend on other people, is because you either need to speak with someone about it, or you need to work through your emotions with advice from other people in order to see what it is, like what steps you need to take in order to move forward with your life in a positive way. So we're going to go ahead and pull a few more cards here to get any further messages. So we have any more messages for group number 3. First one that I'm pulling out is the 5 of Wands in the reverse position. We also have coming out the Fool in the reverse position. Okay. And lastly, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that I'm going to push these all up, sorry. In the Five of Wands, I'm getting this vibe of like, especially, well, obviously with it being reversed, is I really feel like there is this like inner struggle that's going on. So it could be this inner conflict of maybe you're like not yet letting go of whatever happened in the past, or you're really like struggling to allow yourself to forgive yourself because of like whatever situation that you are currently in. You're having this really hard time being able to release it. And it could be also that you're trying to avoid certain situations. So you could be trying to avoid having to talk to certain people as well who may be involved in this situation. But I'm definitely getting more of a feeling like you're really taking it in on yourself, and you're really kind of shutting yourself down and belittling yourself instead of bigging yourself up. I'm also seeing in the Fool reversed here is that you're having a hard time being able to breach this new like journey that you want to go on. Like you don't want to take any more risks, and you're really holding yourself back because if you suffered some sort of financial loss, now you're sitting there going like, well, I can't make any mistakes because if I do, I'm just not going to have more money. Like I'm not going to be able to pay my bills. And like you're just working yourself up and getting way more stressed out. And it's hard because sometimes you really have to take a risk in order to make a difference. So it could be like, say that you always wanted to have a certain job, but you always held yourself back because you're like, no, I have to have a normal 9 to 5 in order to get my bills paid and da 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 da. But like this situation has happened, and now maybe you can actually tap into the thing that you really want to do, and you're going, no, that's wild because like if I do that, I might not make any money doing that thing, but you don't know. And like it's like what your heart wants, but your mind is like really battling you and really taking you out of it and trying to hold you back because you think you have to do the practical thing instead of branching out and really exploring into something that could potentially help you and really push you forward. And why I'm like saying all that is like next to it with the Eight of Swords, this card here is very much about having these negative thoughts, really having this like self-imposed like restriction on yourself where you feel like you can't do anything. Again, it's that sort of like victim mentality. It's you keeping yourself in a box where you're not able to see or explore anything beyond that parameter that you've built up for yourself because of what your family says, because of what society says, because of what you say. You're keeping yourself there because you don't know what's out there for you, what could be better for you. And maybe this needed to happen in order for you to really be able to experience something new, but you are scared, and I totally get that. I completely understand because it's not easy to take risks, especially if it's something that maybe you don't have a lot of support going into this sort of thing too. So you just have to know that your spirit guides really are here for you, and that, again, this Eight of Cups, the fact that it's about relationships and love, and there hasn't been much other love cards springing forward, makes me wonder if there's a potential of either that you're afraid of getting into a relationship with somebody who has money because you're afraid of, like, it sounds wild because you think most people would be like, all right, I'm going to live on easy street now. But it might be that you're afraid because like you don't want to be seen as using them. This is a very specific message for someone, but I'm getting this feeling like people around you might be disappointed in you because it will be seen as like you're using them versus helping yourself out of the situation that you're in. But like you can't help the way you actually feel about this person. That's a very strange and intense message. I'm also getting a message that it's possible that this is more of a fulfillment of your emotions, again, because we're dealing with the emotion cards, is like you being able to forgive yourself for what happened. It could really open up a lot of doors for you and a lot of possibilities, because when you do close yourself off so much from the world because of how you were hurt in the past, it makes it really hard for opportunities to come your way. I've literally lived it, so I completely understand. And only when I was able to forgive and forget things that happened in my past, that's when my life started changing for the better. So I have actually lived through this sort of situation before, and I do believe that you just need to be very gentle on yourself and allow yourself to grow through all of this in whatever way feels right for you, and not hold yourself back. This victim mentality thing, I'm getting this feeling like some of you are kind of, not that you're feeding off of it or being manipulative about it, but I'm feeling like you've wallowed for quite some time on this situation, and whatever happened to you definitely sucked. But I feel like you now need to sort of change your attitude and really grab your life and be like, all right, this is what I'm changing it to. I am no longer dealing with this. Like, put on your big boy or girl pants and really grab life by the horns and go forward with it, is the vibe that I'm getting, is that you are ready to jump on that horse again and really get things going. Okay, now I'm going to pull a few more messages for group 3. So what further messages does group 3 have? Let's see here. We have Sacral that fell out of the deck, which says on here creativity and self-love. So again, this is very much trying to let you know, and your spirit guides are here to let you know, that you have the creativity that you need in order to make anything that you want a reality. Say you could also be someone who maybe you wanted to do something creative in order to make money from it, and you're kind of holding yourself back. You're like, no, I don't know if I can actually make money from this thing. But I am seeing this as something that could be very powerfully and financially good for you, as well as self-love, obviously. If you are kind of beating yourself up over past events and everything, Sacral's coming out to let you know that it's time for you to dabble in self-love and really take care of your situation and what it is that you need, instead of focusing on what it is that other people need. Any further messages? Let me pull 2 more. Firstly, we have Scorpio coming out. It says honest, determined, and focused. So it could be that you are either a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, or perhaps somebody that you're going to meet is a Scorpio as well. You can also take a lot of stock from Scorpio's traits. So especially like the determined and focused, with those traits there, I'm seeing that you are going to have the focus, the drive, the determination in order to really manifest a better financial situation for yourself. And then I also pulled out Third Eye, which has on here intuition and expansion. So really allowing yourself to grow and really allowing yourself to realize that you do have this inner guidance within you that you need to be able to tap into in order to change up your lifestyle and make things a lot better for you, more positive for you. We're also going to pull some self-care cards to see if there's anything that you can be doing that can help get your mind off the situation or help you work through the situation. Firstly, we have Look to the Stars, and I actually almost pulled a second one, so I'm going to pull this one as well at the same time, and also Hydrate. So look to the stars. Again, maybe you're somebody who really likes to watch pick a card readings. I could see this as being something to help with that. Also, here with the moon phases too, is maybe during the next new moon, you could start working on manifestation rituals. So maybe something like working toward manifesting either a new job or your creativity bringing you financial gain or anything else like that. Maybe you can start focusing on what it is that you would want during the new moon all the way to the next full moon. And the next new moon is going to be June 18th. So make sure that you give yourself the time to really set your intentions and focus on that money or getting yourself out of that situation or forgiving yourself for that past situation. And also hydrate too. So with hydrate, I'm definitely seeing that you need to really replenish yourself and really allow that water to help you in realigning yourself. Because if you are not hydrated, if you've ever like gone a day with like not drinking any water and then you realize at the end of the day you're like, why do I have this huge headache, or like why do I just feel like crap, and then you drink a whole glass of water or 8 and then you're like, oh wait a minute, I feel so much better now. If you've never experienced that before, thank the Lords, but if you have, you know exactly what I mean by it really does affect a lot. It's just like how like people who you forget to eat all day and then when you finally eat something you're like, oh, now my mood's better. Hydrating is the exact same way, but this is definitely, I'm seeing again, this overflowing cup is just like the Ace of Cups here. So I'm seeing it too as not only the literal sense of water, but also dealing with emotions too. So I think really tapping into your emotions. We're also again seeing a third eye right here too. So being able to maybe do some reading on the third eye chakra and how you can work on opening that and being more intuitive with yourself and being able to process your emotions a bit more as well. Also, lastly, here with Scorpio too, Scorpio is a water sign. So it is one of those things where maybe you're a little bit more connected to a Scorpio, or you are a Scorpio more than you've realized. So lastly, I'm going to put one more message here. One final message for group 3. Oh my Lord. Not all of these. We've got this one here that says, you are always just one decision away from a magically different life. So again, you may be having this situation where you need to make a decision for yourself, like that one decision, like, can I do the out of the box thing? Can I focus on this creative aspect of my life to change things? And I really think that your spirit guides are here to let you know that yes, you can do that and it can be beneficial for you. I also went and retrieved the card that fell on the floor because it was really just calling out to me that you needed this message. And this last one says, yes, 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 yes. Get the point yet? So yes, we do. I think that your spirit guides are really trying to draw you towards a more creative aspect within yourself in order to guide your life a bit more. And I really believe that it's something that can really change you for the better. So if you liked this reading or it resonated with you, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Tarot Pick a Card readings in the future. And also, if you'd like to do so, go ahead and leave the splashing water emoji down in the comment box below to let myself and others know that you've reached this far in your reading. Thank you guys so much and have a great day.